We do have a Jackson on the field. Oh, no Wolverine? No Wolverine? You don't want to get a Wolverine? Okay, that's fine. I'll just mark this down. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17 and I'm bringing you a Company of Heroes 2 a replay. This is a 4v4 on Essen Steelworks. We got ourselves today a good batch of people in this game. We got ourselves Greyshot151, Milk, Johnny. I'm not sure who is this? Is this Rifle? From Finland? Hold on. Wait, it's Finland, that's not Rifle. Anime. Is that Folkford? Is that Folkford, really? Wait. Did they just say visit somewhere for a game? I'm glad I covered that up. Anyway, we have a scammer, Mycelis. We got Unique, Only the Loyal, and Automatic. 2 OKW, 2 Austere. I'm also at strategic zoom, so I can zoom out for a lot of the more explosive scenarios that'll most likely happen later on. On the far left here, we got ourselves Stern Pioneers opening fire against some Rashlon. We got some infantry section coming on in multiple directions. Again, typically range will win the day against these guys, so Stern Pioneers have to worry a little bit, especially with Riflemen backing them up. Again, we have a Brit, an American, 2 Soviets. So right now there's enough firepower right there from Johnny, and also, I'm not going to say this, I'll say Tyrion. Opening fire that the Stern Pioneers will probably be pushed back relatively easily. MG is though being set up in a good position. If it hits them, it's going to suppress all of them as in a chain. Luckily, they start separating so that way they don't all get hit. Meanwhile, on the right-hand side, we got ourselves another battle going on. We got ourselves an MG hitting the conscripts as well as conscripts in the building, not Riflemen. Opening fire on the Sturm. Unfortunately, Sturm's in good cover, so conscripts not going to do all that much. Engineers push back the Pioneers. And we already have some doctrines while the MG comes on up in the MG42 opens fire against the Soviet forces advancing. Oh, Assault Grenadiers. Okay, that does apply. Only the Loyal is going, and we have Mechanized Assault Doctrine. We also have Fortifications Doctrine picked, so again, more defenses and placements done if they can grab the territory. We have Breakthrough by Unique. Allies have gone Armor Company, one of the worst doctrines in this game. And, Turian has gone Special Weapons. So we have a good selection right here. Special Weapons, you drop weapons, and again, you get some good bonuses like a Crocodile. And the Artillery's fine. It's better than Armor Company's, like, Artillery Assault, but that's not saying much. Anyway, Maxim does get pushed back by the sheer close-range firepower the Axes are currently bringing to the table. And right now, they'll most likely control this point if they can actually control the point. Right now, they're retreating and everyone's advancing, not grabbing the territory that you kind of need. So, yeah. Automatic is saying, where you going? That's real ballsy, to say the least. Allied forces still have yet to grab the fuel, but the Axis have yet to grab the fuel either. They have, unfortunately, gotten themselves 2 VP points, which is putting a lot of pressure on the Allies. And again, close-range forces are causing havoc. Now, I'm assuming they saw the mines being placed, so Minesweeper, yep, there we go. We got ourselves Milk going with Minesweepers, hopefully, is in a good situation. Hold on. Who is Milk? I'm actually kind of concerned about this. It's literally just Milk, really? Alright. Not what I expected on their profile picture, but okay. Mine going off. I have to assume it's someone else in Johnny's clique, like Milam or Rifle, someone like that. But the fact that it's just Milk makes me think it's GTA. I don't know why. I just get that from him. Anyway, mortars coming down. We have conscripts pushing on in. Unfortunately, Assault Grenadiers have those grenades, so they're going to throw them very close to their own bodies. Almost a little bit of self-infliction right there, but they do dodge it. 151 to get it when airborne troops, and again, we have heavy infantry with Soviet Shock Army. So again, a lot of decent abilities right here, but no direct strike, which is a key issue. No real... you have the Crocodile, but no other heavy tanks or long-range tank destroyers. They do have artillery, And they do have an area of denial, but again, that's still not directly all that effective against a lot of emplacements, unless you get very, very lucky, which again, it's not something you want. Unless you have the B4. Then it's great. Then it's absolutely fine. Let's see. Also, I literally had to skip core night to fix an audio issue because I'm at a new place. It may look exactly the same, but I'm actually at a completely different residence right here because I moved. Also, nice demo, but you know, it doesn't help when they see you. Although good MG steal, which you're probably gonna get. Yeah, freak MG. Oh, they stopped the demo? Oh, that's might be interesting. Stop it, and then they think there's a demo, so they won't get in the building. Maybe. Unfortunately, on the far left, Axis grabbed the resources, so double fuel for them. Well, okay, Allies decap the right, so you have that. On the left-hand side, you have Assault. Oh, God. Assault Engineers with flamethrowers. Versing Breakthrough's Special Infantry being Panzer Fusiliers with G43. Again, being a flamethrower in a building, not the best idea. Because, again, when you're versing another guy with a flamethrower, best to get out of there. I like this guy's idea to fire from range. You still have the Vickers, which is why he's keeping his distance. Half-track coming on in with their own flamethrowers. So, yeah, it's like, oh, you think you're cute? Well, we have literally double the flame power than you. So, yeah, get out. And there's honestly not much they can stop it with. Sure, they have a lot of infantry, but none of it is all that proficient at killing light vehicles rather than just shooting at it. Which, sure, they have a lot of infantry, but we'll see how it fares. We got some troops coming on in. Is that a... No, they don't. I was like, what is that plane? It's probably just dropping supplies in the Soviet base, which means more SVTs. Anyway, sniper is on the field, which is actually not terrible idea. Again, you can pick off a lot of German infantry, and even if you have a British sniper, I know a lot. Oh, great grenade by Johnny on those forces. But anyway, it gets to slowly wear down the enemy. Half-track is lying in wait. Again, they have one round engineer squad. Mortars coming in. Again, focusing on it. Like it, firing through the bush to target it. Unfortunately, he needs to keep retreating. I think he'll be in range. He is. But the fire's going to come down. Make him very low on health. And half-track will slowly make its way back. But still. Well, okay. Flame did enough. It decrewed the MG. Meanwhile, we do have a small German assault. But looks like they're having a real rough time. The MGs and just infantry in general holding them back. Conscript with the flamethrower for maybe a short period of time. We'll see. Anyway. Loyal, again, most of his forces are falling back. He's not really able to gain much progress in the sector. So he has to regroup and reorganize. We do have a... wait, hold on. Oh, he probably deployed the mechanized assault. That's why I have the Panzer Grenadiers. My assumption. Also, he only has frontline infantry. That's a big, like... Come on? Really? Frontline infantry? That's the only thing we're going to do right now. Seriously? Okay. I mean, I'll give it to, right now, Johnny for decapping territory where there's no fighting going on. Meanwhile, it looks like, again, we have Turian doing a pretty good job. And with Johnny, he has a great grenade and decaps the MG. So, excellent work there. Sniper being targeted by the Panzer Grenadier squad. Good flank by him. Unfortunately, doesn't get the kill, even though he tries. Ambulance is healing his men, so yeah, they're not going to gain much headway. We do have what against them? The flame half-track, which will do fine, except for those tank hunters, which will do quite a bit of damage. And you want to make sure you keep your distance, as you can see with those AT rifles. Again, not incredible, but it's something. It's something. Storm Pioneers getting in the building. Maybe be a little cautious with that, because the enemy... Yeah, I was going to say, the flamethrower is actually walking away. If the flamethrower is going the other way, then be cautious. But no, right now, Axis is still doing okay with some of the resources, except for one key issue. They're currently decapped because they lost that territory. Once they get that back, they'll have literally, what, 10 fuel? Yeah, 10 additional fuel coming in. But the Allies, they got the fuel on right, finally, which is good. And they have already put down a ton of caches. Again, we have 2 munition caches and a fuel cache. So again, good job with 151 here, making sure that his allies are treated well with additional resources. Artillery's coming down, bringing down the building. They just want those gone so the MGs are no longer an issue. I mean, it makes sense. Also, we have conscripts with PPSHs and flamethrowers. Oh, God. I mean, they're good close range, while 151 is better at long range. So they kind of cover each other. Again, they have to make sure they coordinate with those assaults, but it's a good attack strategy that allows them to pretty much counter each other's weaknesses very, very well. Again, you have the conscripts that can fire from afar against these guys, and if things get hairy, you send in these conscripts with Ura, and they just mow down. Assault Grenadiers coming on in with the Panzer Grenadiers. There's that Ura I was talking about. And, yeah, they're going to start burning the infantry, dodging the bundle. No casualties from it. And, yeah, Panzer Grenadiers have no chance against that infantry group. And, yeah, they're absolutely tearing apart. I like the flamethrower actually wearing down the health while the other squads can just pick off the men. Really good forces right there. And MG just trying to figure out what to do. We have a defensive position, actually a lot of defensive positions set up by Automatic. Makes sense. He's really heavy in the fortifications doctrine, so he's going to make sure his side is locked down, which makes it a bit difficult because, again, we're dealing with a situation where there is a VP heavily guarded by a lot of men, plus we have munitions under his control, so at the very least he can confirm that there's going to be those supplies coming on in, especially with this capture point. So his side's secure, which might be one of the more stable sides, as on the left. Slowly but surely, Unique is being pushed back by those assault engineers. They're not getting a ton of kills, but being backed up by the riflemen, which have been fantastic with their grenades so far. So we'll see how they do against Obersoldaten, which are throwing bundle grenades but missing terribly. Another grenade coming on in once again. Excellent throw by Johnny right there. My God, he is just nailing it with those pitches. He is literally the Beast Titan right now. Anyway, flamethrowers do a really good job burning that man alive, really putting Unique down, although giving him double LMGs, which is horrifying in my opinion. Yeah, the infantry is gonna have to pull back. Grenadiers trying to chase down those assault engineers. They might be in harm's way. No, one model, but they will escape. Meanwhile, we have, weirdly enough, 151 over here, and a Stug E of all things. Doesn't do much. We also have a smoke grenade going out, which will slowly wear down the infantry. Now we could see some positives here, because, again, it doesn't have a pintle mount machine gun, but if it gets a good hit against that weak infantry, it could do exactly that and kill the squad. So, excellent job there. Again, that's a little bit of teamwork. I like it. Now, to be fair, Allied forces are in a much better state, I believe, than the Axis by the amount of casualties they took. But it looks like the Allies may have thrown a bit too much overall, and even though their forces are fine, they're healing at base, making what's left on the front pretty much very tiny. So, yeah, the Brits are coming back. They have a small force ready to go. Assault Grenadiers moving on in. They could throw some grenades. Loyal is doing exactly that. They're just going to walk back. There's an ambulance right here. I don't see much really in harm's way of really breaking the Axis, or sorry, the Allies in this situation. Again, we can see here 151 is dropping more weapons for his conscripts, which, again, he lost quite a number of them on that retreat. So, yeah, that was pretty hard. Actually, never mind. He took a lot of casualties. I don't know if it was great for him to go over there, because, again, that retreat path is so detrimental, because he's on the right side of the base. You're essentially retreating in harm's way for a good portion of that, and the infantry was absolutely picked off. So we do have medium armor being brought up by 151, and also a medium armor, looks like, with Milk. Now, he still has to deal with a lot of infantry. Let's see, we have a couple mines. Just one mine? I'm actually surprised he doesn't have more. T-34 coming on in, easily gonna be pushed back. Definitely gonna be in a bad state. Yep, with only a quarter health left, be very cautious. Flak doing a lot of damage. We have Sport Gun coming on in to hold. Volk squads, they clear the infantry. They can go in and maybe kill the T-34. This is where the Raketenwerfer really needs to get in that building, get range and open fire. Meanwhile, we have a Zisgun retreating, MG set up, and again, it's the MG42, so it's a solid MG choice to hold back the Germans. Let's see, only Loyal is gone with a Stug E army. What the heck is going on? Stug E, for reference, is essentially a weaker variant of a Brumbar, an assault gun that works well against fortifications and infantry. The problem is, in my opinion, this thing sucks. It's not worth for the lack of armor, and its DPS is not great. Now watch as it absolutely oh, okay, never mind. It just health damage. Conscript's just gonna move on up. Still fine. No, 4 shots, not a single model dead. Just needs some heals. Meanwhile, T-34 has trouble penning it, but the Stugi does penetrate it. Wow, dot missing. What a... Come on, T-30. Holy mackerel, he used stun against the T-34. What is happening right now? Now the infantry's coming on up, and none of them have fouls. How is this... How are you failing this bad? It's a T-34. Oh my god. T-34 just, yeah, doing nothing. It lost over half its health. What is happening? What is, honest to God, happening? Assault Grenadiers pushing on in against the MG, which is now under fire. Finally, we got some kills by it. Now up to 7. And the other one's at 2. There we go. Got a good kill. AT guns, though, coming on in, pushing back the Stugs. On the left, things are looking actually a little worse for the... I was about to say allies, but the Axis are now in full retreat. Axis are trying to push the allies out. But again, solid defensive work by Johnny, and Turian does a really good job at holding this sector, even against some decent German armor. We have an Ostwind, some infantry. Hold on. Strafing run coming on in because Mycellus is gone with close air support, so that allows for some really good airstrikes and may be able to neutralize that forward base. Again, it's AT strafe, takes a few more CP, but it's still solid. Panthers on the field by Unique. Again, he upped from medical. Where's the Panzer headquarters? Kind of guarding this area. Smart idea. Panthers should easily be able to pen this Sherman because it is a bulldozer Sherman, so its attack power against armor is essentially kaput. It does have some good armor with the bulldozer variant, but again, Panther can pen it just fine. So with it penning, they should be in a really good state to at least hold from additional assaults, because they could charge with the infantry, but the Stug, which, yes, I know it's a different variant, will help snipe it as well, so that neutralizes the armor. Ostwind can help deal with the infantry. Do they have AT guns on this side? Yes, okay, so we do have an AT gun. Johnny's bringing it up right now. He's just guarding this area with a mine, just in case they No, that is a German mine, so that could be detrimental to the Allies. Good job on placing that. On the far right, we have a Panzer IV. This is the J variant, so it is better with automatic armored skirts. Conscripts coming on in, throwing a AT grenade. AT gun's still firing. T-34 now rushing on in. I think this Panzer IV has met its maker by charging headlong without additional support. Now T-34 still needs to pen it, which it doesn't. It bounces. Same thing with the AT gun. And again, we could see some additional offenses. Kenworth coming on in. Panzer headquarters opening fire. Maybe they can knock out its main gun if they're lucky. It's going to be close. Oh, it bounced. Oh my god. You know what? That T-34 never really penned in its life, so makes sense. Out of my brother of 151 does lose a couple conscripts, that bringing him down to 1, and he now is an Su-85. Stugs opening fire upon the AT gun, doing just fine. They're up to 13 kills, so I'll give credit. Assault Grenadiers though rushing on in. It's a good place, well-placed mine to hold back a lot of. Trying to hold back the infantry, but alas, they're just pushing forward, even though there's a half-track there which will suppress them. Stugs trying to hold their own against T-34s. Milk has a better strategy, just use more of them. Unfortunately, we may have an issue with Panzer Grenadiers coming on in and just shrekking him to death. Getting behind cover could be a good idea, or, oh wait, maybe just spreading out. Nice job by Milk, trying to run him over. Again, for those who don't know, if you constantly make the infantry move, they have a hard time shooting. Unfortunately, it looks like with the pack gun here, Panzer IV moving back up. These T-34s could die right now to the Stug E, which, well, I'm not saying is... Actually, it would be quite funny. It would be hilarious. Up. Shrek team and Panzer IV neutralize the T-34. Again, T-34 is not doing well this game. We have a P-47 strafe coming on in from behind, keeping them in the fight or making a retreat. The building took most of the hits, but they do kill the Panzer IV. and it is gone. Great shot right there by the Air Force of the Soviet Union. We have a Comet tank coming on in the side, along with some additional infantry just slowly pushing on in. Again, solid work, solid forces all around. They're trying to push. Again, infantry's been up with bars and flamethrowers, although not many kills. Bar-equipped riflemen are definitely better. Almost done as well, getting just as many as the riflemen. Infantry being absolutely demolished. Remember, those have like 3 LMGs, so they're gonna tear apart the infantry like if they were, you know, 3 almost done, which is once again horrifying. But anyway, Stug flanking. It's a Comet. You're not going to do too much, but Smoke comes in to kind of help with the push forward. Great shot, though, with the Stug, just constantly harassing them. Smoke as well dropped by the Sherman. Panther's in trouble. Comet is trying to chase. We do have some additional infantry. Nice bounce, by the way. Although missed by the Panther as well, so neither force was able to get a good hit. We do have a Jackson on the field. Oh, no Wolverine? No Wolverine? You don't want to get a Wolverine? Okay, that's fine. I'll just mark this down. But yeah, no. And also the Bulldozer only has 4 kills. Like, 19 kills for the Puns Fusiliers. Panther has almost about 1 with no kills, but at least it's doing it work. We have, oh wait, hold on. Everything's now green on the Allied side. Why is that? Not zeroing. Oh, it's hold the line, which so long as the units hold the territory and there's units fighting, the Air Force comes in after a period of time to help. So here come the planes, I believe, as they slowly push in. So yeah, here comes all the infantry. Great grenade, I suspect. Air Force comes on in. Great strike. Another Air Force strike coming in. P-47s, or sorry, Typhoons against the Stug. Again, we have more planes coming on in to push the Axis back. And again, they just keep coming in into that sector. It's really good for holding areas, but I've seen it's hard for people to use this all that well. But yeah, we got tons of planes flying on in, causing strafes. Again, this is probably the best example I have seen of the Air Force being called in. But by God, that was pretty good. It strafed and hit a lot of the armor and infantry and kept a lot of their assaults back. But Germans just waited out and pushed forward. So yeah, they just kind of moved out of the territory. That's kind of the big flaw. It's like, oh, we'll just back up, wait for it done. All right, push forward. But it does give you time. So there's that. Like, I can't say it's all bad. Anyway, Oswin tried to push in. Gets Jackson. Might be bad. Also, I can kind of see here that this guy's kind of playing, like, back and forth. Doesn't really know where to go. Probably should focus mid to grab the VPs. Automatic's doing pretty well with his defense on right, though his headquarters building is a bit weak. In terms of overall health, he'll probably need to decommission that for fuel and heal that up next time he can. He's building artillery, so that would be curious because the Allies don't. Oh, Jesus Christ, what was that? P-47 coming on in. Doesn't kill the Stug, unfortunately. And, oh, okay, we have the British artillery, I assume, right? Nope, it's a 240 howitzer barrage. Don't worry, guys, it's completely ineffective. Don't expect it to hurt anything except for the Allies, maybe. Even though it's an Allied strike. Stug's coming on in. Trying to do what they can. Is there more artillery? What is with all the... Oh, it's fortifications, I think. No, it's assault artillery. That's what it is. Fortifications and assault artillery. My God, they're trying to push the Allies back with everything they have. And, yeah, Allies are back a few meters, but not out. They're relatively close to the front, all things considered. Like, almost Saddam just walking on over, being like, ah, well, that was a weird occurrence. There's like smoke coming out of the sky. It's definitely weird, but we'll grab the territory, no worry. Middle, it not going great for 151, whose forces got pushed back. He's slowly getting more men, and he has upgraded to paratroopers with close-range troops to help him out. But again, right now, I'm more interested in Turian coming in with the AT infantry. Stugs, again, are slowly wearing it down, and with all the grenades, I'm actually surprised he didn't throw it closer to the retreat area, but still, they got him to fall back, which is kind of important. Pack gun keeps the Su-85 at bay. maybe they can bring in the Stoogs, but they're kind of weak to deal with that MG, so might take an extra minute. On the far left, we have some infantry. Bulldozer has been AT grenaded, so Panther might try to go in, but there's too much armor right there for it to really do much. You still have a Grenadier squad. If they chase, it could definitely be in harm's way, but enough shots are on that Panther that, yeah, no, they're going to want to pull back and kind of figure out what they want to do next. But no, overall, this game has gone very well for the the Axis. And for those who don't know, like, Greyshot, what are you talking about? Well, they're still, like, constantly in this sector, which is also taking away the Allied munitions, which is very important. Now, luckily, I should note that there's enough caches for munitions down, and really nothing for the Axis in terms of caches, except for, like, one back here, that overall, the Axis may be actively hampering. Oh, great strike right there. What is that? Light artillery barrage? No. Oh, sorry. Is it? Yes, it was light artillery barrage. Good use. It killed a lot of that infantry. He's down to 2 men, and I swear to God he had more. Did that actually kill his infantry? Did that, honest to God? Wait. Nope. It was, all right. It was concentrated fire operation. I want to know. It was concentrated fire operation, not armored assault. I want, like, not the assault artillery, or what? God, what is this thing called? Howitzer barrage from Armor Company. That is terrible, but looks like heavy concentration is proving its worth. It helped neutralize a lot of the armor. Sorry, the infantry. Unfortunately, it kind of was flabbergasted, which is why I said armor, because they have a goddamn Yag Tiger, which is a horrifying prospect, especially if, you know, your ally, Marcellus, can use his infantry to kind of level things out and keep things better. He did just lose a squad, but still, more Star Artillery coming on in. Could put this in harm's way, so may need to be very cautious about how they approach this. Oswin needs to get the hell out. He's going to be, again, he's in the sector. Okay, now they realize and they're pulling back. Luckily, no artillery rained down on them, although very close. Yeah, he's super lucky. That did absolutely squat. We have a strafe coming in, AT strafe, and he's coming in from the wrong side of the map. Again, call the strike in from the side closest. Now, it looks like some mines were detonated, so, and the Teller mine was detected, so don't expect a comet or something to hit it and die. Even though the left is still not looking that great overall for the Axis after losing a lot of infantry, looks like Unique was able to replenish his men. Marcellus still has a decent army. And comparatively so, they're not too off from Turian and Johnny. So, again, we'll have to see how things go. I will say, though, again, we have the Assault Engineers. Not that many kills. The Riflemen are up to 20-some kills. So, again, good job right there. Although, again, those Pounceful Sleeves are scary. Vet 5. Meanwhile, we have the defensive guy who's playing defensive. He's about to lose his Panzer headquarters if he doesn't do something soon, based on the artillery, which I'm assuming is actual, yep, it's actual heavy artillery by Milk, who's gotten his own ML-20 to counteract the base, which makes sense. Jagdpanzer trying to fight the T-34, probably thinking that it's like his brethren and sucks. Unfortunately, the Su-85 seems to be on its game and pushing back the Jagdpanzer with ease. BP-wise, it's still leaning toward the Axis. Allies down nearly 200 points. They're going to do something sooner rather than later. We have a flak half-track opening fire on the conscripts. A little bit incendiary grenade. It does okay amount. Not great, but, you know, it does push the squad back. But you have really nothing to follow up with, so cool, I guess. The base is about to blow. And how's mid looking? This guy is gone with Stoogs, Vet 3. I'll give credit, they're in the teens. And a Tiger tank's on the field, almost Vet 1 already. There's a large force, though, by 151 guarding this sector. So, but again, his infantry keeps dying. Like, I'll be 100% honest. The Stoogs are doing a good job of killing the infantry. I am honestly shocked, but that I think is because there's 2 of them, which I guess 2 Stoogs make a Brumbar. I guess that's how it goes. I love my brother just going back and forth trying to dodge the shots. Wonderful. We have a small push on the left-hand side with the tank hunter infantry. They might be able to kill it if they're lucky. We also have a strike coming on in with the strafe again. Is this one? Is it IL-2? No. It's the... Oh, okay. They did the, what, anti-infantry strafe? Is that... Yeah, anti-infantry strafe over here. Okay. Interesting choice. Artillery's kind of raining down the area. Ambulance is still there, so they're not cutting off. Double Jackson's going to annihilate that Tiger. He better think about what he's done, because he's literally in a death trap right now. Again, this is where you need like pack support and all this stuff. Yak Tiger's there, but it's dealing with the armor. It's dealing with armor company's artillery, which is completely useless, so it doesn't have to worry. It literally took a direct hit, and it's like, oh, tis but a scratch. And no, he didn't lose his arm or leg. Anyway, very close king the bulldozer. If he can get some more veterancy, that would be if he get the kill instead of backing up, that would be great. But he's backing up for some reason instead of finishing off the bulldozer, which he could have. It's unfortunate. Really wish he would have killed it. That would have been fantastic, but alas, not the case. Anyway, all Sedan squads are moving on in. Right now we have an Air Force strike coming on the right with the Soviets, probably a Sternvik strike. Oh, well, hits the engineer squad, forcing it to retreat. Katusha's coming into mid. The fire's kind of a little bit varied, but Pack Gun is in harm's way. He's going to need to pull that back very soon. We're going to see another plane crash into the Soviets. Very surprised we're not seeing that. Oh, nope. Into the Axis side, but no cigar with that strafe. Stuke's doing, once again, very well for themselves. On the far left, we have a lot of infantry and stuff fighting. Bulldozers still alive, 20 kills. I'm still kind of waiting for that, like, definitive armor company moment. Because I know Johnny's probably doing this and probably out of spite. Wow, Typhoon actually airing the infantry. A lot more than I thought it would. Bulldozer still... Oh, there you go! Killed it. Yeah, but the Panzerwerfer made it, and he killed the other... I mean, so... That was a good win. That was a solid win. 3 Jacksons, however, is a lot of armor you have to deal with for the Axis. And my recommendation would be, A, don't put this right here if it died before. Or, like, there's so much fire in that area, it could die. My recommendation would get the Gag Tiger to fire at range with some infantry to snare. There goes Gammon Bomb. And the MG has disappeared. Mines would also be good. Trying to think of all the ways you could hold it back. Again, good screening infantry, Panzer Fusiliers with Treks. There's a number of good options you can have to keep the armor back. For Kenwerfers, VP-wise, it's, yeah, almost 4-1. Right now, it's do or die for the Axis. And I'm unsure what exactly, or how exactly this is going to go. Right now, we have Jacksons coming on in, doing everything in their power to hold them back. Yag Tiger, a bit of a pickle right now with the damage engine. Again, Rifleman. Gotta love those AT grenades. Too much firepower. Yag Tiger can do quite a bit, but, you know, only so much. We have a strafe, no, light artillery barrage coming on in. Maybe kill the Unit retreat, but he runs through it. Yeah, lots of artillery coming down, but not really too much damage. Jacksons get out with a little bit of damage on them, but overall fine. Looks like on the right as well, the Germans are slowly losing their defenses. I mean, the artillery has 24 kills. It's obviously doing work, and it's kind of barrage. But as you can see, the Katyushas fire, then they move back. But, again, you still have to worry about the area that it's firing on, which is why, like, this engineer squad is maybe not in the best spot, and then maybe move back to Katyusha a wee bit more. Because otherwise, you get stuff like that. And that was just a lucky hit. Like, they fired here, and now 151's moving back into the area. Although, to be fair, it did stop firing, so Sure. Tiger pushing back up again. Dude, how many times do you have to learn your lesson? Don't go by yourself. Bring friends. Usually friends with Shreks. Again, if you have problems, just bring a friend with a Shrek. Yeah, I'm sure it'll go a lot better. Anyway, all the tank destroyers going to chase down another heavy tank because why wouldn't they? There's no mines or anything to stop them. Okay, double Shreks. I like it, but the Comets could be an issue. Do kill one Jackson. Big win. Comet's injured. If they keep their distance, they could absolutely kill it with another volley of Shreks if it doesn't all bounce. So let's see. Brumbar's just chilling. You can bring it in there and it'll do something. At least it do additional damage. Panther's coming on in. Where's Kenworthers and stuff? Crocodile's just burning away the infantry. He's got to run back to base, but hopefully he makes it. And Panther's like, I'm hitting him, but he won't die. Panther Grenadiers looks like he will make it, barely, with that squad. We have more airstrikes coming into mid. P-47's doing a decent amount to infantry, surprisingly, and the Survey Strike doing quite a bit. Panther's still alive, somehow. But the allies have overwhelmed the left and pretty much have broken the enemy at this point. Marcellus, he has his Panzer Grenadiers, which is fine. It did kill one Jackson, but there's way too much. Plus the Croc right there. You're looking at something that's perfect against infantry, and you're trying to fight it with close-range anti-tank infantry. Maybe not the best strat. Maybe not. Artillery's kind of coming into the sector. Doing okay. Is that LEFH still alive? It is. Vet 2. Just opening fire. Oh, it's fighting the mortar now. T-34 and S-285 opening fire on the Jagdpanzer. He's trying to escape. He has one guy that can Faust. And again, we have Flak as well hitting him, which is quite funny. No mines? Really? Like, I would expect this entire area to be clear, like, have a ton of mines. That way, if they charge and the minesweeper's back there and able to move, you know, T-34 dies from a mine or overextension. Jagdpanzer misses. So close for a kill. Here comes Katusha, deal with the MG to hopefully make them push further. And it looks like the only place the Axis are in a good position is mid. And that's tenable. Like, it could be going a lot better. For having 3 technically with this guy over here. Could be going a lot better. Katusha helps break up the blob, pushing on the left. The Sugi is having a real rough day. 20 kills though. It might be having a rough time against that MG, but overall it's getting a healthy number of kills. 30 kills in the other one. Alright, I will eat my words. Apparently if you have 2 Stugs or something to support the Stug, it does better. Although, again, Warford does a decent hit, up to 20 kills. We have armor, though, about to flank, and it's double Comet, so it is a lot of firepower, and they should be able to break mid with what I'm seeing with the Germans. They don't have much. We have grenades being thrown, and once again, Johnny destroys the enemy with grenades. It seems to be a running theme. And the Riflemen will hold mid, which is the last VP the Axis have. They are trying to take right, but they need, again, a T, and he's refusing to get a Kenwerfer. We have a... Is that zeroing? No, it's a Sternvik strike. And yeah, the armor gets pushed back. We have a dive with the Panther. Katusha lives, I think. The artillery died? No, artillery's right here. Planes crashing all over the place, apparently. And Panther might make his slow retreat out of there. Did a plane crash near them and suppress the infantry? I have no idea what happened. Because they're suppressed, but I don't see the arm. Like, what would suppress this engineer? He's just sitting here. Unless it was like a plane crash or something. I would have to assume. Anyway, artillery's trying to knock out the ML-20. Looks like they have decrewed it before, my guess. Oh, here comes the, again, hold the line ability, try to make sure if they're in enemy territory, all the planes come in and just start strafing. Which, not great. All the planes being absolutely destroyed. the Royal Air Force is... Oh my god, there's so many planes. They just keep coming in. I mean, yeah, sure, some of them might be crashing, but overall, they're hitting them, and they're doing an okay amount of damage. Okay. Oh, that poor conscript squad. It's so close together. Tiger could have killed it. Luckily, he stuns the Su-85. Tiger is trying to go for the kill. I don't think he'll be able to. I think the Su-85 will escape. He doesn't have his zoom vision, so he has a good amount of speed behind it. And luckily, he hits the side of a wall, so... Oh, wait, pathfinding. Oh, well. Should have took a left, not a right. Or, you know, maybe any other direction, just in straight backwards. Just saying. Just pointing that out there. Also, Dot and are lighting up that Zis gun. We have Comets coming on in. Tiger's in a rough state. Not much in terms of AT. So the Comets might run wild right now. Planes still crashing all over the place. Okay. Again, I'll give it to the Gagpanzer. With so low health, it is absolutely trying to do everything it can, and it's holding for now. We'll see how well that goes. On the left, hold on, where is... Okay, so where's Johnny's forces? Oh, they're in mid. Surprised he hasn't sent, like, the assault engineers over here to mine the sector, destroy the cache, stuff like that, just to cause havoc if he were to come back. But Johnny's at pop cap. Actually, a lot of the allies are near pop cap, except for 151. He is not at pop cap, but he does have artillery firing and hitting this sector. Again, he's trying to push back the armor and the infantry. Again, Katyusha rockets hurt armor, so you have to be very careful with how many rockets you just allow to be hit. Won't do a ton, but it could be enough to kill your force, which I've had armor died to Katyusha fire, so again, be very cautious. Panzer Grenadier moving on in. Very expensive infantry to just burn alive. Luckily, Stugis comes in and gets a great shot. Almost kills the unit. Punch Fusiliers or something kills the unit. Panzer Grenadier is about to die if he's not lucky. Never mind, he's a goddamn saint. He dodged a plane crash inches from his face. He's the great descendant of Saint Germain. Oh, God. Anyway. Infantry is just helping the guard mid. A small attempt on left was made and immediately regretted. Let's see. Rockets firing. Knocking out the support gun. Again, slowly but surely, death through 1,000 cuts. The only thing I'll say is this artillery, which is now hitting that mortar. And now the infantry is running through it, which will automatically give it a lot of veterancy because you're just killing random stuff with that. Again, right now they're trying to hold with everything they have. But, yeah, population-wise for the Germans, they're doing okay. They're in the upper 60s, but compared to an enemy in the low 90s, yeah, it's a bit of a stretch. Not sure what that grenade was for. Kind of a bit off there. Right-hand side, again, I'll give credit. Automatic is still trying to hold, but I don't know. I mean, like, he has a ton of fuel. He just doesn't have the buildings to produce the armor, which sucks in his situation. Also, AT grenade, I assume, right? Oh my god. Is he going through another AT grenade? He will. He'll kill it with AT grenades. Wow, Vet 4 half-track dying. Yeah, get that thing out of there sooner. Massive Jackson army comes on in. Yeah, armor's gonna have a rough time. Well, now Shrek Team's coming on in, so that could do something. But again, we'll have to see. Panther hitting over here. Grenades thrown. I think that's the first successful grenade that Johnny has used against the enemy. I'm sorry, not Johnny. Loyalty has used against Johnny. Oh my god, the assault engineers actually got some kills. It's amazing. Anyway, Stugs with 37 kills is going to pull on back. But again, we have the hold the line area now in effect for a good chunk of the territory. We have a push going in on right against the icons, I assume. Now the question is, will they pen? 50-50. But they also have the Faust coming in to help kill it. Unfortunately, they need not Faust, but actual AT to support. Luckily, the Vet 3 T-34 26 kills will die. The Recruit will make it out. But still, not great for automatic. You needed something else. Panther even misses. Vet 3, man. No, I'm sorry, Vet 4. My God. Infantry's moving on over.
Enemy down to 200 points.
Alright, if they can take mid and hold that for like a minute, then they'll win. But do they have any specials? They have a strafe coming in, it'll suppress the infantry, which is actually quite funny because it's suppressing the infantry healing the base. This gun's like, I don't care, I'll keep shooting. And it's trying to hit the Panther, although it doesn't look like it really penned it. Panther did hurt the Comet. ML-20 coming in this sector now. Sugi helping clear the infantry, and there they go. They got it. Now, all this guy needs to do is hold this position. We have Minesweepers. Again, nicely done. Just cleaning up all the mines set down by the fortification guy. Used all his munitions, and it's just... Well, I would say go to waste, but it's not, because it's keeping the infantry busy in a way while they clean everything up. If he had something to take advantage and shoot them while they cross the mines, that would be even better and would be worth it. Is that Jagdtiger? It is still fighting in mid. Alright. Sure. Building, I think you may have pushed a wee bit too far. Wee bit. Tiger as well. We have a new one trying to hold its own. But again, 1, 2, 3 Jacksons. You need AT. AT guns. The British learned this lesson in North Africa. AT guns are very important for dealing with armor. Meanwhile, a strafe's coming on in via the Soviets and helping just take over the sector with ease. Meanwhile, on left, infantry section are guarding mid and helping bring the point total. More 3-1 from 4-1. Still not great for the Allies, but if they can keep the pressure, it will be going very well for them in the near future. Stug opening fire, Werfer coming. If they give on the retreat, that's worth it. A little bit more to the left, but I think he was aiming for the retreat. Speaking of aiming for the retreat, Sir Pioneer barely making it out. A lot of the armor and stuff like that were like, oh, we'll hang by the bunker. It'll be great. Pioneers are now just open seat. That was a German kamikaze, right? Alright. Again, no one was hurt, surprisingly, in that plane crash. It shot, well, except for the pilot, but, you know, we don't really count him. Yeah, no, infantry's going to take over that, but, again, solid job by Milk for taking over the VP and making sure the enemy can't use it. Again, solid defenses right there. Actually, a lot of T-34s are on the field. Holy mackerel. And the ML-20 is up to Vet 1. The LEFH is up to Vet 4, with a number of armored units killed, and definitely a lot, 35 infantry, so nothing to sneeze at for basically targeting armor. I'm sorry. Well, no, light armor, artillery most of the time. Big push coming on, and Stug's dead. Yep. We have a strafe coming in from behind. Yep, forcing him to go forward. Or he can back up into it. Wow, down to half health. Rocket Strafe doing a ton of work. Jackson's, though, not engaging. Waiting for a better time. But it does throw the Jagdtiger out of commission. So, again, it is somewhat worth it. We have that motorized group. Was it that half-track? I forget the name of this. Mechanized Assault Group. Try to take territory. T-34 is like, I'm sorry. What are you doing? We are tanks. You're a half-track. Let's see where you are on the totem pole when we try to go murder you. Stay off our land. But we're in Germany. not anymore. It belongs to Soviet Union. Anyway, yeah, Croc just burning the infantry. They can't get close. VP wise is closer to 2-1 now, which is very good. Again, that seriously does help overall with just trying to, well, keep the enemy back. Although you still have to worry about the Shrek teams. Like, if I was the Allies right now, what would I do? Well, just keep up the pressure, because right now the Axis are... Actually, they've gained quite a bit. So they become more of a threat. Allies have actually lost a little bit. Very low, but a little bit of overall population. We'll see if the Shrek team can help. We have a Ram. Unfortunately for him, 151 will have the ability for another 45 seconds. So, yeah, there goes that unit. Shrek team almost kills the T-34, but it'll escape. Now, the comets are coming in, but they separate. They'll be relatively fine. Hold the lines in effect so we could strafe against the infantry. Again, double Shrek manages to do quite a bit against the comet. You still have the other one, Vet 3, but you know, so strafe's coming in. Might die here if the strafe connects. But it looks like they're all going for the infantry on right. There's so many planes coming in, my god. Rocket Run comes in. Alright, that man died. That P-47, sorry, Typhoon. I keep saying P-47, it's Typhoon. Oh my god. Well, they throw a grenade on the dead bodies, because, yeah, they absolutely cleared that area. Automatic is finally getting himself an AT gun. It's about goddamn time. And automatically, it's already worth its weight in gold. Armor's barely clinging on. They can bring it up to kill it. Again, it feels a little faster. More strafes coming on in. Tiger taking a number of hits from the right and the left. Panther coming along the side, hit the Panzer IV. You still have double Jacksons, which are still a decent threat, but luckily with the Jagdtiger, they can wear it down quite quickly. You have zeroing in, which is also forcing them back, which is smart. Don't stay in that area. Again, I'm surprised we haven't seen additional like pushes over here. Any tank traps? Any defenses over here? Any mines? I mean, we have two fort base. I mean, fighting positions, sure, but like. Hold on. Oh, okay. We have some mines in the sector, I see. We have like two. Grenade being thrown. Alright, stuns it. Hopefully can get a kill on that. I mean, look, right now they need something. Automatic needs to push through all this armor. Shrek team, though, might kill the Su-85 if he's lucky. Come on. He has a... Or the Panther gets it. Very cool indeed. We have P-47s won't be available for another 50 seconds. Don't expect that to, like, ram and kill it. No, he's gonna need to do something else. Just encircle it with the T-34s. That works. Panther getting a good shot on target. Ooh, there goes that repairing squad. Pretend for, again, providing that crucial support. And, yeah, there goes both T-34s. Again, going for one Panther, good. Going half-hard into a second Panther. I think your time's a bit cut short there, but it did weaken it, so that's good. You have a Soviet mine so close. I was going to say, I thought it was going to detonate on top of the Jackson while they're firing back and forth. Anyway. I love how Automatic's like telling his team to cap. What do you think they're doing? They're trying. I love the plane crash over the Yag. That's just mwah, beautiful. S-25 in harm's way. Katusha coming on in, but again, lots of strikes coming in, lots of planes overhead. Makes it very difficult for the infantry to do what they are, well, trying to do. Weird P-47. I keep seeing P-47. IL-2 rocket run. Although we have a blob of AT forces coming on in. If the Germans can do it, why not the Allies? And yeah, that's a lot of AT. They're trying to run over, but Panthers are not as great for that. Tiger does have explosive supporting fire, which can be good, but there's still armor coming in, which makes it more difficult. Unique has lost his entire infantry army. There we go. Good ram, but no engine crits. Panther now has to go a long way to get out of there, which might put him in harm's way. All the armor is coming on in. They do a grenade the Panther. What are they going to do? Come on. Oh, well, there goes that. But, you know, he rammed you, so it was not a threat. They're throwing grenades on it, of course. Piot's knockouts main gun. Shrek teams are coming on in, but it's a bit late. Panther as well trying support. T-34 probably going to die, but, you know, it at least help neutralize the Yag Tiger, so that's worth it. Again, big push on left with the Jacksons, just helping clear everything. Another Panther's there. If they focus on it, easily dead. Because again, oh wait, Shrek team's still fighting and they're by medical so they can heal. Looks like though one Jackson will die, but they do manage to kill the Panther, and as long as they get out with only one casualty, it'll still be a net positive for the Allies. If it's 2, then yeah, the Allies not worth it in terms of overall like manpower, but you could say it's a strategic win because it knocks out the enemy's use of that vehicle, and they don't have the supplies to get a new one, so. So artillery coming in mid, but again, there's nothing to follow up. Like, Automatic has a small force, his artillery 45 kills. Again, getting stuff around the artillery piece, I imagine, or other places. Or it retreats, but it's owning the area, and there's just so many units coming in, it's just hitting it. Let's see, Johnny, 32 kills. Alright, they got 24 kills in the assault engineers. That's not terrible. I mean, it could be better. This Brumbar's actually not done as much as I thought it was going to do. Like, I think those Stoogs were way better, but he's lost all of them, so he's now fully relying on a Shrek team to maybe ambush some armor, maybe. And there goes the game. Again, you might have had a great defensive guy on right, but it doesn't really matter if he's so great in defense, if there's no action kind of pulling away the Allies, and the Allies are just all down in mid. They're like, okay, we're going to VP win this. And yeah, they did. They absolutely did. Again, solid work by them. Excellent job. But again, well, let's double check the after action report and see how they did. Because I'm actually kind of curious on damage on this one. And again, thank you, Johnny, for submitting this replay. Let's see. I know I've been mean to do it for a while now, but hey, glad I finally got it. And overall, yeah, I think Johnny got top damage. Yeah, he did. His kills were absolutely terrible. So I think he put this as Armored Company is good. I think that's what the replay is called. However, even though it says Armored Company is good, I would actually kind of signify that this shows that Armored Company had no meaningful effect. The artillery barrage that was more effective was the heavy concentration barrage from the Brits. Your damage was done from Jacksons, not Wolverines. Your infantry was being outperformed by normal infantry. So, like, again, the special infantry that you see for Johnny, his, those flamethrower units only got, what, 24 kills? One rifleman squad got 32 kills. But yeah, anyway, I bug splat. So if this game was supposed to be, hey, Greyshot, look how good Armored Company is, it's not. Your grenades were great, your Jacksons were great, your everything was great. Just nothing about, like, your bulldozer, yeah. Like I said, it's like the rifleman got a ton more kills. So overall, you didn't really show Armored Company good. You showed you were good with literally a doctrine with a negligible effect, I would say. But hey, what do you guys think? Leave it down in the comments down below. But also some good defensive play again by a few of the other players. I think like Unique and the other guys with the big heavy tanks, don't charge it in. Make sure you have support with the AT guns. Solid defensive line on right. Able to poor T-34s. They just couldn't pen to save their life. But yeah, no. Let me know what you guys think. Again, you can submit replays to my Discord and Gmail, which are down below. But otherwise, it's been Greyshot17, and I'll see all of you next time. Alright, before you guys go, I want to give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Joey G240, Milam, Aphyria, Ace, PyroShark, Tony B95, Epic Pleb, Fall of Man 7943, XSomeToolx, and Netkuba. Thank you all for your incredible support. You guys rock. This has been Greyshot17, and I'll see all of you next time.